My fiancé and I are engaged to be married sometime next year after her service in Oyo State. She's about to start this month. I just finished my service and I have to go work at Abuja. My issue now is the apartment she rented in Ibadan. It's a 2-bedroom flat to be shared with a man, a bachelor who has been there since. I am afraid the year apart and living in close proximity with another man might impact our relationship. How can I forestall this? How can I make it work? Cause I really love her. How do I make the long distance relationship work? I don't know how people run their relationship, honestly. I don't know. And the truth is there are usually a lot of advice out there, a lot of people, saying different things, and sincerely there is no formula to a marriage that works. There's no formula. The only thing is, as a child of God, if you are a Christian, though, I'm a Christian, and is the reason why my answers are usually going towards biblical principles. Is the reason why I try to make references to the Bible when I'm sharing my thoughts concerning some of these questions, because I am a Christian and I'm not ashamed of that. So I don't know if this person is a Christian. I'm going to share my view concerning this from a Christian perspective, from a biblical standpoint. If you are a child of God, the only standard principle that you can follow is the principle from the Word of God. What is the Bible saying concerning this issue? What does God expect of me? What would Jesus have done in such a situation? What is the instruction of God concerning this issue? Okay, how do I navigate this in a way that pleases God? So those are the only principles, the only standard principle that anyone can apply, and it will work for them, because the Bible is for all. But when it comes to general issues, for example, something like this is considered a general issue. There's really no formula to how things should be done. Like, there is no straight forward formula to how things should be done. I am also a believer that people should do what works for them, so far it's in line with the Word of God and it pleases God, whatever your decision is. In the case of something like this, I don't know how people run their relationships. I don't know how people communicate with their partners, because I believe something like this, you both are in a relationship even though you are not married. The truth is, whatever you see in a relationship is what you are going to see in marriage. The only thing that might be different is that you will see maybe times 10 or times 100 of that same thing you were seeing in that relationship. I'm not an advocate of people just living their lives and just doing things even when they are in a committed relationship that can lead to marriage. Just living their lives and doing their thing without really caring how their partners feel about what they are doing. Why am I saying this? I want to believe that when your fiancé started looking for house in Ibadan, she should have been carrying you along with the whole process. Okay, oh babe, I went to check this house, this and this and this was what happened, this was the issue with this one, this was the issue with that one, I actually like that other one, but the money was not enough, or stuff like that. And when she finally decided to rent this house where this guy is staying, in this 2-bedroom apartment, I believe if it was a proper relationship, before she even make that payment, she should carry you along that, okay, this is the house that I have seen, these are the situations surrounding this house, and I am thinking of going for it because of this and this and this and this and that. Maybe she does not have enough money to be able to rent a personal apartment for herself, because the truth is, houses in Ibadan are quite pricey. So is it the case of she was not having enough money to be able to get her own personal space? Why did she decide to go and rent a house where a bachelor is staying? Any reason? I feel like these things are things that you both would have even communicated, and if you were not okay with it, you should also let her know that, babe, I'm not okay with this arrangement because of this and this and this and this and that. So what can we do? Should we look for money and add to the one you have so that you can get a personal space? You know, all these things, you people can discuss it even though you are not married. It only shows that when you get married, you are going to be on the same page when you are doing things, right? I'm not a marriage counselor, but I'm sharing my knowledge, I'm sharing my experiences. I want to believe that the little knowledge I have can also bless another person, and it's the reason why I'm sharing it here on my channel. So now I want to believe, even though you people are not married, all these things is what we call effective communication. How I got to know that my husband was going to be a provider even before I married him was how he was always willing to give me even his last penny. He was always willing to sacrifice even when he has nothing. He was always willing to sacrifice if I am in their need of anything. If he's having 200 and I'm in their need of anything, he will give me that 200. Now, is he my father? Is he my brother? Is he anything? Is he my husband? We were not yet married then. But all of those things just shows that, okay, he's going to be a provider. He's going to provide for me willingly. He's going to be a man who can sacrifice. But how did I know all of that? It started from the actions he was showing me when we were still courting, when we were still in the relationship. Even though we were not married and he was not obliged, he used to give me monthly allowances, even though he was not obliged to do that. We were not yet married. He would have easily said that, oh, he's not married to me, so he's not going to do that. But he was doing it. And that only shows that if we get married, he's going to do more. So if your partner is someone who is going ahead with decisions without involving you because you are not yet married or because you are in a relationship, then I think that is a red flag. And if she was involving you with the whole process of the house hunting and when she was about to rent the house, why didn't you let her know about your concerns? Why didn't you talk to her about it? If you did not talk to her about it, it means that your communication with her is very poor. And that means you're already building your foundation on a faulty ground. That foundation is already faulty. If your communication is faulty, it means the whole foundation is already faulty. And that means that you're setting yourself up for disaster. Or did you let her know about your concerns and she still chose to go ahead with whatever it is she wanted to do, even though she knew that you were not okay with it? And of course, your reasons are very, very understandable. It's okay to be concerned about your partner living in a house with a bachelor, someone who is not married. It's okay to be concerned about that. So if you actually voiced out your concerns and she still chose to ignore it, then it also shows that there's a problem, because there's a high chance that when you guys get married, she will not consider your feelings or your take on her decision making, which is actually not good as well. So a lot of things are involved. You people have gotten it wrong somewhere for you to even get to this point where you are. So I feel like, what can you do about this? You need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with her. Get to know why she decided to go for that house. Is it because of money? Is it because of anything? If it's because of money, then you guys should discuss, okay, what if we look for money for you to be able to get your own space? Or if you are going to continue staying there, what are the measures we can put in place so that I can feel more secure? How do we navigate this? Because this is how I'm feeling about this. It's from the discussions that you guys will be able to find solution to the problem. So I hope you people will be able to talk and be sincere in your conversation, be sincere with your communication, and make sure your partner understands you and you understand your partner, and you both should come to a reasonable conclusion that will be fair to the both of you. And pray. But if all of those things are in place, if those red flags are there, then you need to look into it so that you will not enter something that you will end up regretting. Alright, so that's what I have to say concerning this. Guys, over to you. If you have anything to say concerning this question, concerning this discussion, you can drop it in the comment section. And if you have a question or a story you want to share with us, you can also drop it via the email I'm going to be dropping in the description box. So that's it. If you like this content, please subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.